What's up, guys? Welcome to the line change. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about where each of the Canucks' 2025 draft picks could possibly play next season. Now, obviously, not many are thinking they're going to be playing in the NHL this upcoming season. It might be a little too early. I mean, there's potential, obviously, especially when it comes to Braden Coots, their first-round pick. But obviously, it's more thinking a few years from now that they will either go to Abbotsford or be in the NHL. But we're going to take a look at an article that just goes over where they could potentially be playing this upcoming season. And I just thought it was an interesting topic, as there's not a whole lot of news going on right now with the insiders obviously going on vacation, such as, Donnie and Dolly. They won't be back until September. And obviously, it gives us something to talk about Canucks related. I'm also going to do a video talking about, Quinn Hughes and what does a reasonable extension look like for Quinn Hughes. We're also going to talk about what might be the Canucks' next piece of business this offseason. And also, what does the Canucks' projected lineup look like post NHL free agency? So we're going to have those videos coming out over the next few days. But in this one, we're going to be talking about the NHL draft picks that they did this past draft. But before we dive into that article, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to my sponsor, Gassy Jack Art, maker of that incredible artwork you see there over my shoulder. And you guys can check them out yourselves at GassyJackArt.com. You can also find him on Instagram at Gassy Jack Art. And he still has his end of season sale going on where you can buy 2 prints and get 2 prints for free. So go ahead, check him out, GassyJackArt.com. So let's take a look at this article written by Dave Hall on Canucks Army. Dave Hall obviously wrote those articles, the Farmies, or at least a majority of them, during our Abbotsford Canucks coverage. So all of his articles are always an interesting read. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. With July 1st now in the rear view, the bell has officially rung on the 2025 offseason. That means that it's already time to start thinking about next season and where players will spend their 2025-2026 season. The Vancouver Canucks have a fresh new crop of players to follow, all of whom will be competing in games in North America during the 2025-2026 season. That includes their lone Swedish pick. I know, right? They only had a lone Swedish pick, like Swedish player, who will be taking his talents to North America after spending his entire young career playing in the Swedish circuits. Even Alexei Medvedev, born in St. Petersburg, Russia, has been in Canada since the age of 14 and will spend his year in London, Ontario. That's music to our ears from both a development and viewing standpoint. First up, we're going to take a look at their first-round pick, that, of course, being Braden Coots of the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western Hockey League, or the WHL. There's an epidemic of highly rated prospects jetting from junior to the NCAA ranks, and rightfully so. While they play fewer games, it provides an opportunity to train in world-class facilities while competing against much older and mature competition. Yet, Braden Coots is staying loyal to his club and will remain in Seattle, where he captains his Thunderbird squad, which makes sense, him being, a captain and all. This is terrific news for fans who reside in the Western region, as it allows fans to see one of the organization's top prospects on a much more consistent basis. Whether you live in Victoria, Vancouver, Kamloops, or any of the cities that house a Western League team, you'll get a Braden Coots stop. It's also terrific from a development standpoint. With a rebuilding Seattle group, Braden Coots is set to carry a heavy load for a second straight year, whether that's the power play, penalty kill, defensive draws, final minutes, or shootouts. The Canucks' first-round pick should be on the ice. While names have yet to be officially announced, Braden hinted that he will be attending this year's World Junior Summer Showcase. Unsurprisingly, that means he will push for a spot on Team Canada in this year's World Junior Championships. It's shaping up to be a big year for the young captain. Seattle's season opener is scheduled for Saturday, September 20th, 2025, as the team hosts the Tri-City Americans. I will leave a link to the article in the description down below, which will have a link to the Seattle Thunderbirds' full schedule, so you guys can check that out if you wish to do so. Next up, we have Alexei Medvedev of the London Knights of the Ontario Hockey League. Speaking of players heading to the NCAA, there has been significant recruiting activity involving Alexei Medvedev. While he may eventually go that route at some point, reports indicate that he plans to stick with the London Knights for the 2025-2026 season. And that's tremendous news, as he'll be tasked with the starting job in London following the current starter's graduation from the team. The Russian netminder was already a part of their Memorial Cup winning 2025/26 as a backup, soaking in the winning environment from the bench. Now he'll get the chance to take them on another deep run, this time from between the pipes. By now, we all know the Knights' reputation as being a perennial powerhouse, so it should be a tremendous season for his development. London's season opener is scheduled for Friday, September 19th, 2025, as they host the Owen Sound Attack. Next up, we have Kieran Durbin of the Kingston Frontenacs of the OHL. There has been some confusion regarding Kieran Durbin's commitment and where he will play, as he is committed to Penn State University, something that my wife would be very happy about. However, that commitment isn't until the 2026/27 season. After spending the majority of his draft-eligible season playing high school prep hockey, he shifted over to the OHL to play for the Kingston Frontenacs, who had drafted his rights 86th overall in 2023. That's where he will spend his draft plus one season, and by all accounts, he is expected to play a high role within the team's lineup. From there, he will take his talents to the collegiate level at Penn State, which has been stockpiling talent over the last year. His commitment hasn't been announced yet, but that recruitment list could include Gavin McKenna. For now, Durbin's focus is on Kingston, who opens its 2025/26 schedule on Friday, September 19th, 2025, against the Ottawa 67s. Next up, we have Wilson Bjork from Colorado College. After spending his draft-eligible season alongside his brother, a highly ranked prospect for 2026 in Sweden's J20 National League, we'll soon get the chance to see what Wilson Bjork can do on smaller North American ice. The move is encouraging, as playing J20 in your re-entry season isn't typically a promising indication. Yet with the knowledge that he'd be transferring, he elected to stay for the year with his brother while squeezing into a handful of, and I'm probably going to butcher this, Allsvenskan games. Now he joins a somewhat shallow Colorado team, joining Vancouver Giants defenseman Colton Roberts. By all accounts, he should get a pretty good run at a significant role on the team. Bjork enjoyed a substantial uptick in offense in 25-26. And this will be a tremendous indication of whether that was simply a matter of environment or development. Colorado's season opener is on Friday, October 3rd, 2025, where they will be hosting the Yukon Huskies. Next up, we have Gabriel Sherratt of the Brampton Steelheads of the OHL. Already 2 years into his OHL career, Gabe Sherratt has enjoyed a boost in production in each of his campaigns. Heading back for his third year, he's expected to return to the Brampton Steelheads, who will see a bit of an exodus of top six talent. That includes Vancouver Canucks prospect Vilmer Alriksson. Can he grab an elevated role and up his numbers for a third year running? The Steelheads' 25-26 season opens Thursday, September 18th, 2025, as they visit the Peterborough Petes. Next up, we have is Matthew Lansing of the Quinnipiac University in the NCAA. The Vancouver Canucks' seventh-round pick will be heading to school as a 25-26 commit to Quinnipiac. Matthew Lansing has been busy over the last few seasons, having played games for 7, yes, you heard that right, 7 teams over the previous 2 seasons, both club and internationally at the U18 World Juniors. He'll make his collegiate debut on Friday, November 7th, 2025, as they visit Yale. And that is the last one. So definitely interesting to hear where all these draft picks will be playing next season. Obviously, I mentioned at the top that maybe we'll see Coots. Obviously, that's not going to be the case, as he is committed to the Seattle Thunderbirds. And of course, that is going to be very exciting for people, as what Dave Hall mentioned. Within the Lower Mainland area, Vancouver, Victoria, as you'll get a chance to see Braden Coots as he makes pit stops throughout, teams like the Vancouver Giants, the Victoria Royals, those two in particular. So it's going to be very exciting to see him play in the WHL. But those are where each of the Canucks draft picks will be playing next season. And yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Also, if you guys want to rave about these draft picks and their potential, especially the likes of obviously Braden Coots, Alexei Medvedev, who has been highly touted. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. And as always, if you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on all your Vancouver Canucks content, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. You can find and interact with us on social media. You can find us on Facebook. Just search The Line Change to find our Facebook page. You can find us on Instagram at The Line Change. You can find us on X at Line Change Van. You can find us on TikTok at the TLC Podcast. Yes, as I mentioned in our last video, I finally changed that name, so it's not so much a mouthful. And I also mentioned that we are now on Blue Sky as well. So just search, or I believe it's at The Line Change on Blue Sky. As well as feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms, as well as interact with us. If you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on both Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Once again, on Spotify, feel free to give us a follow, as well as rate and review us. It is, of course, greatly appreciated. But that's going to do it for this video. Let's go Canucks, and I'll see you guys in the next video.